Hi guys. Um, Hello again. I know it's been a hot minute. Um, what I hope you guys have been doing well. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just figured I would just come on here and post something cuz it's nice, right? So what have I been doing? So to recap, I think the last thing I remember vlogging about was just how like work's been a little crazy, trying to find like the right workers. So finally, everything at work is back to normal and it's going very well. So I'm happy, not stressed anymore, not like I was. The chest pain has stopped. But when hiring people, it usually takes a few people to get the right fit, and a few people were not the right fit. Oh man, do I have stories? Oh, the stories. Um, but that's what happens every time. It was a lot. But now everything's fine, so I'm happy. So my story today. So for anyone who doesn't know, Goomba was my cat of almost 15 years, but he died in I think it was February, March. Oh my God, I don't even know when he died. I'll. It was near the beginning of the year though, and he died from cancer. He had large cell lymphoma, and once he was diagnosed, he didn't last even a week. And but I'm glad I knew why he was acting weird. So Goomba, he is my heart, my soul animal, and I always say I've loved all the animals that we've ever had, but Goomba was very special. He was something different. So, um, so I wanted to say when he first died, well, actually before he died, I had a talk with him because I knew what was happening, and I told him. Now, I don't know if you believe that animals can like understand you, but I talk to my cat as if he can. And I told him that I need him to visit me once he's gone, and he'd better. And but also to make it known. Like, don't be subtle. And I'd like to say he agreed with this. And so then when he died, I noticed some things that I was hearing, but I know that the argument could be, you're just remembering like daily sounds, so you're hearing it now. So I understand that. But I was hearing things. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm not delusional. And like the sound he would make, like jumping from like my couch onto the floor, and I'm aware of that sound, and I would hear it. And then it kind of went away. And as like I came to like the end of like my little pet loss grief process, it took a hot minute, but I'm there. It was rough. I had never experienced that before. Not like that. Because he felt, honestly, he was like my son. And I know that sounds crazy. It's just, I am a crazy cat lady who doesn't have children. So, was Goomba like my child? Yes, he was. And he was the best child. And, so I didn't notice, like, I didn't feel his presence anymore. Whoa. My ears just did that thing where, like, all of a sudden your hearing stops in like one ear and then you just hear ringing and then it goes back to normal. What is that? I've been getting that a lot lately. That's not a good sign. Um, so that had stopped for months and it just kind of went away. And I'm like, okay, so did it go away because like my grief, like I'm getting past my grief now? And but the last few weeks, there has been something going on. And I know I sound crazy, but I have a room divider that he always used to like use as like a scratching pole kind of thing. And the exact noise was him like he would take like his nails and he would like latch into them and then like pull out. And so if you could imagine that kind of noise with like the material that room dividers are, and I would wake straight up every time he was doing it and then yell at him. And I would so I was aware of that noise because I would hear it from anywhere. I'm like, stop it, bad Goomba. And So the past few weeks, I've been hearing that sound. Not the same like amount of time, but I'd hear that exact noise. And I was in bed, it was probably just last week, and I was like closing my eyes, and then all of a sudden I heard it, and I was just like, and I was like, hi Goomba. And then I heard it again the next night, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is weird. And then I started hearing him, like, if I'm downstairs, you can hear something walking or running across my room, like you used to be able to when Goomba was up here, obviously. And everyone's heard it. I was like, I don't know what's up there, and there's no signs of anything else in my room. It's not like you can hear him, and like the weight of him, it's like a large animal, or like not a large animal, but a large cat. And noticed that, and then there were things falling. I know my younger brother witnessed it when he was up last week or over the weekend, and there's just been so many like little things, and I think I also saw like shadows, like where he used to be, like you would see him like walk real fast, but like we've all noticed things at the same time, kind of thing. That's what's weird about it. And oh yeah, and then me and my fiance were just sitting here, and then all of a sudden, right behind my TV, there was something making noise, like somebody like playing with something. And for a split second, I was like Goomba, because that's how he used to sound in here. And it was like right, it was like within reach, that close. It was just like right over there, and you could hear it. And both of us were like, and it's like it's not creepy because like I know what I'm hearing and I know I'm not insane, and other people are also hearing all the same things. So I think Goomba listened to me. He's like, "All right, Mom, you wanted me to visit. I'm visiting." And otherwise, I don't know how to explain all the weird things that are happening all at once. Like all of a sudden is weird. It is really weird. So that's my cat ghost story. And I'll keep you guys updated if there's any more, but those are like the main ones, and it's interesting. And then I think I heard he used to like to play with bags a lot in my room, and something was playing with a bag in my room like weeks ago, like actively. I'm just sitting here listening to it. I'm like, yep, that's normal. And it wasn't anything, because then I walked over there as the noise was happening. It's not like a mouse or anything, nothing came out, but you could hear it. It's the weirdest thing. So that's my story. I hope you guys have been well. I've just been, you know, work is getting busy again. I have a wedding cake to do on Saturday, a 4-tier wedding cake, and I'll try to remember to post pictures if you guys are ever interested in seeing it or whatever. And I've been super tired health wise. Oh, and good thing. Oh, shut up. I'm so tired of these freaking commercials. Um, I had my latest MRI done and no progression again, no new lesions. So this will be year 8 on Tysabri, with no relapses or anything. So I think I'm gonna stay on it then. Uh, Even though it's such a conundrum though, because compared to 7, 8 years ago, even though I haven't had any relapses and there's no new lesions, I feel worse than what I did at the beginning of Tysabri. But that's a whole thing. So definitely not better, because medication's not meant to make you better. But I think I'll stick with it because it's obviously been doing a really good job, and I'm glad that I made that decision 7 years ago. High risk equals high reward, and I'm seeing that, so I'm happy. So that's all I had to say. I wanted to talk about my Goomba Ghost, and you know what's weird? you'd think I would miss having animals, which I do. Like, if I could have a cat again, I would, but I want everything to I want my whole life to be settled a little bit better before I do that again. And then I had Spider Bob, and he was great, but then he died, as I know spiders do. But I was really sad. But I do have this little plushy spider, so he's been fantastic. Look at him, look at him. Um, but I have been liking the jumping spiders. I think they're really cute, and it's interesting. Like, to me, it was really neat to interact with this like completely like this little tiny spider, and you can like, not that you can bond with it, but to have like an interaction with something like that. Spider doesn't know what the hell you are, and you're like a million times bigger, and it's just crazy to me, and I dig it. And the other night, so my phone binged because I think my fiance texted me. And so I was like, ooh, who's that? So the light was off though. And then I look over at my nightstand. I thought I saw something moving. So I was like, whoa, what's that? So I turned on my light, and it was a giant spider. He was like this big. And he had like a big juicy butt. But my like internal reaction was not how it used to be. When I would see one, I'd be like, you get like that jump scare, like, it wasn't. I was just like, whoa, big juicy butt spider. And I kind of I was observing him. And then he walked around and just let him be. And I wasn't bothered that he was kind of close to where my bed is. I was like, you know what? If that's going to happen while I'm sleeping, well, number one, I'm not going to know. And number two, he's just a spider. He's just living his best life. He's not trying to be scary. And it's really cool, actually. So I've been like having like way less fear of spiders because of my time with Spider Bob, albeit very short time, but being able to observe Spider Bob and just seeing that they're not, he's just a spider, he's just a spood, and well, these ones don't mean any harm. I mean, I know they're poisonous ones, so no thank you. And some of the spiders are kind of creepy looking, but jumping spiders, oh my god, you guys, they're adorable. They're the big eyes, like what even? They have like little eyebrows almost. What? And so yeah, my reaction to spiders is not what it used to be, and I'm kind of thankful because I think most people we have like a gross, and it's kind of nice to not have that anymore. I feel like a weight has been lifted. So thank you to Spider Bob for making me see the light. That's all I had to say, and I guess I'll just post this if you guys want to talk and just leave a comment or whatever, or don't. You just watch this and don't comment. I don't care. Do you. Be yourself. Alright, guys. Catch you on the flip side.